Okay, just a couple of announcements regarding the hearings that were conducted today. First, we had supposed to have former USEC Bernardo was supposed to appear again before the ICI, but instead his lawyers came and requested for a resetting. The reason behind is that he is supposed to be sick. He submitted his medical certificate, and it will be moved to next week. Okay. Second, the spouses Vizcaya appeared before the commission, and upon the advice of their counsel, they invoked their right to self-incrimination and manifested that they will no longer cooperate with the investigation being conducted by the ICI. So that will be the two announcements that I will share with the media. Now I will entertain a couple of questions.
Okay, online. Please stand up if you have a question. And introduce yourself and your name. That's cool.
Sir, I'm just about what is ICI's take on this? Ano po yung sinabi nila bakit?
Well, basically they explained that they were thinking that when they cooperate before the ICI, they will be getting a favorable recommendation from the commission as state witness. And they also cited a supposed interview by Ms. Karen Davila with Commissioner Bill Simpson when the issue, the commission recommending the state witness was discussed. So as far as they're concerned, I believe that they said that there was a statement by Commissioner Simpson regarding his own personal take, sa kanyang opinion na as of now, he sees no witness or no person who may be recommended by the commission as state witness. However, I believe, and I saw the interview, that he qualified that as his own and not by the commission. So because of that, they are now saying that they will no longer appear before the commission and cooperate. Okay, next.
Yeah. So, print. Anybody from print? Okay, radio. TV.
How does the ICIC cooperation now from the Vizcaya couple? Kailangan pa rin ba natin sila? And pag kailangan natin sila, napasabina?
Well, unang-una, I believe that we are still continuing with our investigation. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin kung ano man ang mga nasabi nila, kung ano man ang mga nasabi ng mga ibang testigo will be sufficient enough for us to continue our investigation, build our cases, and file the necessary recommendations sa Ombudsman. Meron naman tayong magiging sources of information or evidence for us to build our case.
So we don't need them anymore?
Right now, I think we have, as far as they're concerned, anyway, they were able to appear before the commission, and that would stand. And we will take those into consideration.
So prior to this, from curious, what pabalik-balik in dalawa?
Because we were saying that they needed some, they wanted to present other additional documents or evidence that might help the commission.
Sure, that's not my part in this subject. So ibig sabihin, sir, yun namang pag-investigate nyo, kasama yun sa mandate to recommend state witnesses, diba?
Yes, that's part of E194.
Pero yun bang premise ni Attorney Samaniego na we thought pwede kaming maka-advantage dito sa ICI, be considered as state witnesses. Is that a misappreciation of the premise of the investigation? Or?
Well, kung ano man yung kanilang reason for appearing before the commission, I will leave that to them. But as far as the evidence, their testimonies, and affidavits which they have already submitted to the commission, we will consider those. So, we will consider
in what sense?
That will be part of our investigation. Now, kung ano man ang rason nila, kung bakit sila nagko-cooperate, sila yung mayroong nasunod. But as far as we're concerned, tinatanggap pa rin namin ang kanilang mga information, documents, or evidence that they have provided to us. Okay.
Here, go ahead, Larry.
Hi, Sir, RD Malvena from PTV. Sir, kay Yusek Bernardo, may we note the condition na naka-indicate dun sa medical certificate?
Ang nakasulat yata parang flu or influenza. But hindi kami next week.
And then sir, dun sa new set of names dun sa panibagong ILBO request, no? May notice, karamihan dito ay private individuals. So maybe note sino-sino po sila.
Oh, I think it was in the it was on the announcement that we made. But can I just refer it just to be sure? Yeah, the list ba dyan? Para lang sigurado. I don't miss the names.
Okay.
Alright. So, okay, on October 13, 2025, the ICI sent a request to the Department of Justice for the issuance of an ILBO against the following individuals. Former Congressperson Mary Mitzi Mitch Kahayon Uy. Number 2, Arturo Art Atayde. 3, Alvin Tan. 4, Bong Marasigan. 5, Elmer De Leon. 6, Ed Puentabella. 7, Johnny Santos. 8, John Mary, I don't know how to pronounce this, but Bayani, Parago. Alvin Mariano, number 9. 10, Ryan Uy. 11, Daryl Resio. 12, Nestor Venturina. 13, Benji Tocol. Ito na-mention na dun sa first, no? Number 14, Romeo Bogs Magalong Jr. This was inadvertently included, no? But this was already part of the initial list. Same as District Engineer Ramon de Venadera, and 16, District Engineer Johnny Protesta Jr. So yung tatlong yun na nabanggit lang ulit, no? But ito na ulit bago to. 17, District Engineer Aristotel Ramos. 18, District Engineer Michael E. Rosaria. And 19, Engineer Angelita Garucha. So those are the names included in our request for issuance of an ILBO.
So sir, most of them are contractors.
Not necessarily, no? I cannot divulge right now kung ano niya, but they definitely might have information with regard to the ongoing investigation being conducted by the ICI.
Sir, Kay Mendoza from Net 25. Sir, ano pong mangyayari dun sa nangyari kay Karen Davila? Iba po ba, mapapektuhan ba nun yung mga public interviews na ng ating pong mga investigators? Mag-appear pa po ba sila sa mga public interviews?
In a way, I don't believe that that's going to be an issue. We will continue to inform the public. Either through them or through me. But definitely there's been I think a resolution already that as much as possible, any official announcements or information coming from the ICI will be coursed either through the spokesperson, which is me, or the chairman.
And follow up ko na lang po, yung move po natin kay Zapco. Sinabi niyo po kahapon, sir, na pag-aaralan. Ano na po yung state ng pinag-aaralan po natin?
Yes. That's a good question. In fact, immediately after I said that, I went to our legal team and I wanted to know what is the real reason behind how the subpoenas were sent. And upon research, they just had difficulty in serving them. So we will study this further. Either we file application before the regional trial court for contempt proceedings, or probably reissue a subpoena to comply with the legal requirements, just to be sure.
So does that mean hindi na-serve yung subpoena po kay Zapco?
Not served, but there was a difficulty in serving it in person because he was outside of the country.
Pero sir, pag na-serve na po ba natin yung natin hindi pa siya umattend, matutuloy na po ba yung papasay ng contempt natin?
Siyempre, we have sufficient basis already. We just want, gusto lang namin basis covered lahat. No? Walang butas sa aming, sa pag-apply o sa pag-petition sa korte ng application for indirect contempt. So we wanted to be sure about that. I wanted to make sure about that. Kaya sabi ko, pag-aralan ninyo mabuti, kung meron tayong dapat gawin pa, just to make sure that we have sufficient basis to file or go to the courts and ask for indirect contempt. Gawin muna natin.
Does the ICI have knowledge dun sa pinanggit ko kahapon ng palas na gagawing state witness or may chance na gawing state witness po si Kong Martin Wallace?
Wala akong alam na ganong plano or ganong plano or intent by the DOJ, because DOJ naman na mag-decide. But definitely, I don't know, or the ICI doesn't know about that.
Pero sir, all throughout the course of your investigation or your proceedings kahapon, may nirekomenda ba natin si Martin Romualdez as a state witness?
Wala pa kaming, sabi ko nga sa isang, I was asked about that. Right now, wala pa ko in a way, within the horizon ng ICI. Kasi sa ngayon po, kailangan po namin muna tingnan lahat ng mga facts, evidence, or even yung mga testimony ng mga tao. Then meron po tayong mga guidelines dyan, di ba? Sa WPP application. And one of those would be not the most guilty. Isa yung mga yun eh. So, titingnan natin lahat ng mga elementong yan. And we want to make sure if and when there is a necessity na kailangan namin mag-recommend ng state witness, we have to be sure that we will be following those rules.
And that's
Sa ngayon, medyo kulang pa eh, dahil simula pa naman ang investigation. So we cannot go through.
Nasa may part answer para soundbite lang po. Ano po yung, kumbaga yung process dun sa ILPO po, meron po bang, kailangan po ba nila magpaalam dun sa mga, sa DPWH kung lalabas po sila ng bansa?
Well, I believe that's the procedure in any government agency. If you're a government employee, kailangan magpaalam ng travel authority ang tinatawag dyan, sa head of agency. So, as far as these government officials are concerned, who are part of the ILBO, they will have to go to that process. Kailangan nila magpaalam.
Thank you.
Sir, Lisa Cotoner from Bombo Radio Philippines. Ask lang din ako ng field engineers po ninyo, as you said, nung Monday. So any update on this? Mayroon na po ba tayong any development dito?
Ay, maganda na tanong ninyo yan, no? Kasi gaya nga ng sinasabi ni General Azurin nung Monday, nung nag-quote siya, and after that, during our press conference, the next step would be doing technical evaluation. And one of those is either you go directly to the site, or we are exploring technology to do that. I cannot just tell you right now how we will do that, but we are exploring that and we are excited about that.
Sir, ano ang implication ng hindi na pag-cooperate ng mga Diskaya dito sa ICI, considering na sila ang prominent talaga pagdating na doon sa mga contractor sa flood control projects? May any implication ba ito? Mabubutasan ba ang ICI with this?
Hindi naman. Marami naman tayong mapapagkuhanan ng information. In fact, ang dami nang nagte-testify. And pagdudugtong-dugtong natin lahat yan para makuha natin kung ano talaga nangyari at makuha natin kung at ma-filean natin or ma-recommend natin na ma-filean itong mga tao. But definitely, we will get to the bottom of this. We will continue our investigation para malaman natin kung sino talaga yung mga may sana.
Sir, last question, please. Follow up on sa question ng Bombo Radio. Will this affect yung bilis ng investigasyon sa hindi na pag-cooperate ng mga Diskaya? And second question, sir, sa tingin ninyo may nag-influensya sa mga Diskaya para hindi na mag-cooperate sa investigasyon?
As far as yung bilis ng investigasyon, hindi naman siguro, gaya nga na sinabi ko, we have other sources, we can tap other sources. At ano yung pangalawang?
Kung may nag-influensya sa mga Diskaya?
I cannot speculate.
Sir, under consideration ba sila na state witness?
Wala pa nga kami, di ba? Sa gaya nga ng nasabi ko, it's too early to tell. Kasi kailangan natin makuha muna yung buong picture bago tayo makarekomenda kung kailangan mag-recommend.
Sir, on the case of former Secretary Carlo, kasi padalawang beses na hindi siya pumunta. If the third time around hindi pa rin siya sumipot for some reason, what will I see?
We'll wait for that because it's the commission who will decide on that. Okay.
Thank you for your question.